Hey, how's it going? This is Darren with Agent Zip. I want to talk about the buyer mentality, the seller mentality, what kind of leads you're getting, how you should approach them, and what mind frame this prospect is in. Now, an online lead is much different than a referral. Okay, a referral has been recommended by a friend who knows this person needs to buy or sell, who's been conveyed value of why they should hire you, and the conversation is ready to be, hey, let's start working together on buying or selling. Okay, a lot of agents approach leads or want leads to just be ready to hire them. That's not the case. So referrals are much different. We're talking about leads here. So the most important thing to understand, I'm going to start with buyers, is that they are interested in homes. They're not interested if I call them and say, hey, this is Darren Johnson with Agent Zip Brokerage. Want to tell you, I've got 30 years experience. I do this. They don't care. The fact of the matter is, what they are responding to is an ad about buying a home. So that's what we want to start with. When we get a lead in, we want to call them right away, because once they submit their information, they can end up on other websites. So you want to call them right away. And what I'd like to dive into is not even an introduction of myself. I dive into homes. So I'd be like, ring, ring. Hello. Hey, Brad. Darren Johnson here. I'm here to help you find deals on homes. Tell me, what area are you looking for a home in? How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms? So talk about the home that they want. Figure out what market it's in, what zip code, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms. Get that conversation started. Do you want a pool? Do you want this? Does school matter to you? Get talking about the homes and what they're looking for. How far along? Have you started touring homes? Where have you been looking at homes? You want to figure out, of course, if they're working with an agent or not, how far along they are, how educated they are. So you want to begin with the conversation about the home that they are looking for. Next, we jump into pre-approval. Do you know how much you have to spend on a home? Have you been pre-approved? Has a mortgage professional given you that golden pre-approval letter that tells you can spend X, Y, or Z? So we want to find out if they're approved or not. A lot of these we catch them before they're pre-approved, but we're targeting people in the right income brackets, right credit score brackets. So a lot of these that you get on the phone might not be pre-approved, but they should be able to qualify for a mortgage. So you want to talk about the process, make it painless, no obligation. This is just going to help us figure out what you can spend on a home, because a seller won't even listen to you unless you have that letter. So I explain that to them, make it pain-free, say, hey, I know someone who's great that can get you pre-approved. It's a painless process. They just figure out, how much you can spend, and then we have that letter that we can take and start getting offers in. Once you explain pre-approval process, figure out what kind of home they want and all that, then you can sell yourself a little, because you do not want to sell yourself over the phone. A client should not ever be acquired through a phone call. If that was the case, we'd have call centers doing the whole process for us, or automated like Uber is. It's not that way. We all have jobs because people still want to meet with an agent. So we want to explain why hiring us is beneficial for them, why they need it, and the value in hiring me specifically. So, I like to go into, a multiple offer situation. My experience negotiating, how I'm going to get them the best deal, how I'm going to be finding homes that are perfect for them before anyone else could, before they have 10 people submitting offers. I'm going to find it first for you. I'm going to set you up on a custom search. I'm going to have my eyes and ears peeled at all times to find you the best home. That's why you need me. Pre-approval, you could have your mortgage guy dive into this, but I recommend you calling the client first. So yeah, when you're selling yourself, don't sell yourself over the phone. Don't try to get that contract over the phone. Get the appointment. So you want to give them enough value to want to meet with you. Why they need you, but not why they need you specifically, and make it as least threatening as possible. Meaning, I'm not showing up to sell you. I'm not showing up to get the contract. I'm showing up to educate you, give you your options, and if you love what you hear, hire me. So sell yourself a little bit, but don't sell your services over the phone, and then get the appointment. Get that in-person appointment where you go to their house, they meet you at Starbucks, they come to your office, and then you explain the whole process and why you're the best. So just to recap, when a lead comes in from AgentZip, you're going to get the name, email, phone number. It could go through the scrubber, which I'll briefly touch on. The scrubber right here, give me a second so I can move this over so you can see it. You know, are you buying, selling? Starts asking them questions. What kind of property, price range? Are you pre-approved? Are you ready to make offers? That sort of thing. So that's what the scrubber does for you. But yeah, to recap, the leads where you just get name, email, phone number. Talk about the home right away. What is your dream home? What are you looking for? Bedrooms, bathrooms, school, all that fun stuff. Then dive into the pre-approval, how it works, why they need it, how it's a painless process. You don't need to oversell them on that. Say you know, I've got a great mortgage guy that can help you. If you have one in mind, by all means, my job is to just help you find the best deal on that home that you want. And that's where you sell yourself a little bit, but you don't sell your services over the phone. You want to make that in-person connection with them because they're going to be working with you. And as a voice over the phone, it only goes so far. So sell yourself a little bit on why you're a great fit for them, connect with them, build your rapport to get the appointment. And that's where you sell yourself, and that's where you get the contract. I hope this helped with how to convert these leads, the mentality of online leads, buyers, Facebook leads in general. My next video, I'll dive into sellers. Also, we'll be posting some scripts. If you're not comfortable with my approach or you want some other ideas, we'll be posting those as well. So thank you for your time, and I hope this helped.